I return. If there's anything.
Alright then, so, let's see, after last time where you, defeated, befriended, got the bounty on the pyromancer, you guys, I assume, all go together and check the signpost for more bounties?
Sure.
Yep.
Right, so one that catches your eye is a request from the local ranchers to defeat a skeletal bear.
Cool.
Sounds cool.
Let's go fuck it up.
Some good old-fashioned brute force.
Or ride it.
I mean, you can do both.
Let's do both.
Just considering syntax, fuck it up and ride it when taken the wrong way.
Let's ignore that and go fuck it up and ride it.
In that order.
In that order. 'Cause he's already dead. The skeleton.
Yes, well, it's rather lively for a skeleton, so...
Well, yes.
Is there anywhere in town that we can buy holy water?
Don't worry, you got a sorcerer. I got you.
But that's not holy water.
No, but I can do lightning. Close enough.
Not holy water.
Yeah, there's a place in town you can get holy water, let's see,
That's great.
two... I'd say you'd have enough money for a couple bottles.
Okay, well then I buy a couple bottles of holy water.
Alright, I'll just have that set up as an aspect for you.
Okay.
Anyway.
So, let's go get that bear, guys. Nice belt, nice skeleton bear.
Alright. Let's see, so you go out to visit the farmer who posted the request. Did I say rancher or farmer? I think I said
Farmer.
rancher. Oh, okay, farmer it
Whichever
is.
one.
You visit the person with animals, and they say, "Oh, are you guys here about the job offer? Bounty, I mean."
Yes, we are, sir.
Quite.
Right, this thing's been, like, raiding all my animals. Seriously, I barely even have one cow left. It usually sleeps over in that cave until it starts getting hungry. It'll seems to just look like a pile of bones until it's awake, and then when it's awake, you don't want to be around it. Of course, that's your job, so have fun.
Has anyone tried like putting a rock in front of the cave?
I tried that already. It's kind of difficult. It's a rather strong one.
Oh.
Would collapsing the cave work, in your opinion?
I wouldn't know. I don't have enough dynamite to try that.
So
Okay,
guys,
I'm gonna pull Jax and Rend over to the side, and tell them, okay, here's the beginning plan. We go, collapse the cave. After we do, we wait a bit, then excavate. If it's still alive, holy water. If it's not, job done.
okay. I like your plan. But what if we do it like this, right? You collapse the cave from the back, we put the holy water as a trap in front of the cave, then we collapse the cave. If it dies in the cave, then it's dead. If it comes out, we hit it with the holy water. What do you think?
Not entirely sure what you're trying to say. I just know collapse the cave and use holy water if it gets out.
Okay. I'm down for it if you are.
Sounds good.
Let's go do it then. Wait, how are we gonna collapse the cave?
I'm a sorcerer, so
Right then, so how are you going to collapse the cave?
earthquake.
Alright, roll forceful.
I hope that one guy isn't too mad about it.
It'll be a localized earthquake. It'll be fine. That being said, I am rolling forceful, not careful, so it might not be.
Right, so the cave comes crashing down on all sides. You don't see any movement in it.
And now I'm going to go back and say, okay, let's wait 10, 15 minutes. Hopefully, if it's struggling, by then it will have stopped and died. If it's still alive, then we'll start excavating to find the remains regardless.
Hey.
Jax, could you not start playing Civ right now?
I'm not.
I got a Steam notification and it says you're playing it on Discord.
Fine. You win this time, Eldar. You win this time. Okay. But does anybody have a crossbow?
I'm not entirely sure how a crossbow is going to help in this situation.
If it was a zombie, maybe, but it's a skeleton.
I know, but does anybody have a crossbow?
I could probably make one given enough time and materials and copious amounts of magic.
Because we have holy water. If the thing comes charging at us, we have to get it on it somehow, right? Wouldn't a
Holy hand
crossbow
grenade.
Oh, okay. We could use that if we have one.
Or I could just use water magic to disperse the holy water.
All right. Okay, never mind.
There are very few things you can't magic away problems with.
What about
One of those things, yeah, being magic.
can't defeat yourself?
You can actually. The
It's not a
answer
good
is how.
idea.
I mean, technically speaking, regardless of who wins in that fight, you win in that fight.
And you lose.
It's a Pyrrhic victory.
It's a terrible victory. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna wait for the
Yeah.
either die or not die. Or be undead.
Yeah, so, like, around 5 minutes from when you collapse the cave, you hear the rocks start to rumble. And slowly the rocks appear to be clear until eventually... No, the rocks don't appear to be clear. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Let's see. So the rocks start rumbling and then burst forth into the air. And out comes the giant bear.
Can I roll to blast him back in the cave to set up an opportunity for Jax to use the holy water?
How are you going to relax him back into the cave?
I said blast, like with a blast of air, but relaxing him back in the cave would be awesome if I knew how.
Oh, blast. Yeah, sure. Give me a second to get, like, the token out.
They have a flute? You could relax him back in the cave. Maybe a skeleton flute. If those exist. I wonder if they do. So I know, where did Smug and Lucas go?
Mm-mm.
Well, we've done it 2 before. Fuck it.
Okay, I'll roll forceful to blast him back in the cave, I guess.
Alright.
Jax, this is your chance to use that holy water. Just
I will.
splash it on him.
I thought Lucas was the one with the holy water.
Lucas is not here, so I'm just gonna take it off of him and throw it as hard as I can.
Right, well, one at a time. Let's start with your blast attack. Let's see. All right. Are you gonna try to contest that, or Alduin?
Contest what?
I rolled.
You rolled for the bear, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to use a fate point for the last true draconic sorcerer.
All right. Yeah. So that would make it a tie.
Actually, can I? No, there's not any others that I can use. Never mind.
Right. And you'd say this was trying to create an advantage.
Yep.
Darn bears.
Let's see. So you knock it off balance for a moment, and some of the rocks like fall and distract it. However, it's still very much not in the cave.
Close enough. Jax, your
At the
turn.
very least, you
Holy
get a
water!
boot.
I'm gonna throw it as hard as I can.
Right then, forceful.
I got a 5.
All right.
How does that holy water taste? Skeleton bear.
That was certainly a sentence.
I'm glad it was. It makes me smile inside. It's like goldfish. Haha.
So you throw the holy water at the bear, and this was an attack, right?
Yes, it was.
All right.
Wait, how many vials of holy water do we have?
2.
Okay. And we can use it to create an advantage, right?
Well, you used one of them to attack.
So like
But yeah, it's an aspect you can spend fate points on.
okay, awesome.
Sorry, I was just checking the rules for how many fate points the GM gets.
Do you get infinite fate points, Aldar, for being the lord of the land?
Anyway. Right, so you throw the holy water at it, and you hear a sizzling sound as some of its bones begin to melt off. Melts off, disintegrate. It has one less arm now, but it's still very angry and still very alive. On a lie, it's still there.
Damn skeleton bear. So, is it gonna charge us or can we attack it again?
You're gonna attack it again?
If it's not gonna charge us yet, I'm gonna try and see if I can like suplex it. There we go. That's a good idea.
Oh, remind me, does your stunt take effect at the start of combat, or do you have to wait the 3 turns before it?
I was thinking like wait 3 turns.
All right. Just keeping that in mind. So you're trying to suplex the bear.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll forceful.
I'm sure Alduin. Okay, good. There you go. Well, he's hoping he rolls terrible. I'm gonna use a fate point.
What are you invoking?
I'm invoking world's sturdiest and clumsiest man.
How would that help you grab someone quickly and strongly?
Well,
How would that assist you in an attack that requires finesse?
huh. Well, here's how it would help me, to the best of my knowledge. See, when you grab someone, right, nothing happens. I probably pick him up and accidentally drop him. If I'm sturdier, that wouldn't hurt me at all.
That's the least of your problems. You're trying to suplex it.
Or maybe I pick it up and drop it.
No, you're not invoking that aspect.
Damn it. Okay.
Anything else you want to invoke? Or anything you want to invoke?
Would I calculate a walking disaster?
Sure. I'll give that to you.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm thinking just try to suplex him because I'm such a disaster.
Well, actually, let's see. The bear invokes Very Angry Bear, which I just came up with, and uses one of the two fate points I get for the scene, and invokes that so that it still wins. You try to grab it before realizing that there's no body mass to grab because it's a skeleton.
What an angry skeleton bear.
Yeah,
His rage has saved him.
yeah. Well, that and your lack of knowledge about how skeletons work. But yeah, so like you try to grab it, it looks really pissed, and then just jumps back and kicks you away. Right, so
The distracted Alduinian. Get it! Shoot it with your magic. Your space
Okay.
powers.
I'm going to use my tail blade for the stunt, and I'm going to use lightning magic because for the true draconic sorcerer, which I'm going to spend a fate point on.
alright. So just to clarify, you're electrocuting the bones.
I'm using it for more of the concussive force rather than trying to electrocute the bones.
Alright, the concussive force.
I used the wrong one. I'm using flashy.
One moment, guys. I'll be right back.
Well, I have +4 because of the tail blade when attacking Flashly and the last true draconic sorcerer, which I'm using a fate point on, so I'm still gonna win.
Alright, sorry about that. What are you doing?
I'm using the tail blade. I'm gonna charge it with lightning so that I'm gonna use it for concussive force, not to electrocute the skeleton.
Does lightning even put out any force?
What do you think thunder is? It's a massive shockwave caused by the ionization.
I thought it was
of air.
caused by the heat.
Isn't it sound?
I'm pretty sure it's caused by the vacuum left behind lightning because of the rapid expansion and contraction of the heated air.
Well, anyway, screw physics. So, moving on. Are you using any fate points on that?
Yep, I'm using a fate point for the last true draconic sorcerer because lightning magic.
So that totals out of 6.
Yep. And because I'm doing flashy, I'm gonna be spinning all around. I'll look like a lightning Beyblade jumping around to slash him.
You look like the Earth then. Because the Earth is a Beyblade.
Actually, the Earth is a sandwich.
Can't it be a Beyblade sandwich?
I agree.
I concur.
Well, now we know. Now we can tell everyone.
Right, so I'm just gonna real quick explain, since I didn't give it any stunts, since I basically didn't have time, I'm basically gonna give it 3 resets on its stress boxes. Just so you know, I'm not like fudging it, I just wanted to tell you. Just durability for the bear. Is that fair, everyone?
Yeah.
Sounds fair.
Alright. Because you did a lot of damage there and it would have been taken out otherwise. So, you charge up your electricity. Yeah, you charge up your electricity and do all that spinning and shit, and blast him back into the, like, blast him apart across the cave. He slowly reforms, shakes it off, and roars. I'm not doing a bear roar.
Rare.
Roar.
Rawr.
Rare.
That's a cat.
Well, you know what?
Actually, a cat is meow.
You know what? You're a meow. How about that?
What? I'm a meow?
Yeah. You're a meow.
That's right.
You're part of Team Rocket. Have fun.
Wait, why are you guys part of a game in Team Rocket? Is this part of the plot to capture Pikachu?
Yes. And this bear is
Oh,
secretly
wait
Pikachu.
a second.
Wait.
Who
Alduin.
on our team uses electricity a lot?
You.
Alduin. We have to capture the bear. We are Team Rocket. It's a Pokemon. Think about it.
Isn't the closest Pokemon to that Ursula, given the shapes on the back and everything?
Yeah, probably. I mean, you could freeze it and turn it into a bear tick. I'm certain that's how that works.
I heard heretic.
Bear tick.
Bear heretic.
It's the evolution of Cubchoo. Pokemon Nerd 2018. Yay.
2018.
Shut up. I'm very tired. I've been working on a game all day.
Nice.
Anyways, so after you electrocute it and it roars at you, now it's its turn to attack. Even though I actually forgot to give it an attack last turn, but that's my fault, so...
We can just say it was stunned by the holy water or something.
Yeah, that'll work.
Stunned by holy water and electrocuted. It's having a great day.
Got drenched in holy water, then shot by lightning. And
Yeah. So it's gonna invoke Very Angry Bear again. For a total of 8, and it's gonna go after the one who just electrocuted it, Alduin. It's gonna bum rush you, charging straight at you.
okay, I'm not entirely sure I'll be able to get out of this easily. I don't have any sense. Okay, I am going to use the forceful to try and fly out of the way. Because I have wings.
How do you forcefully fly out of the way?
Like, flap my wings to make a blast of air. I'm also going to invoke the last true Draconic Sorcerer again for air magic to help me with that.
Alright.
He's pushing the air really, really
And
angrily.
I have nothing else that I can do, so I'm still losing by 1. Hey, Jax, can you help me somehow? If there
Wait, you're invoking and what? Because remember, the bear's invoking too.
I know. That's why I was hoping. Is there anything Jax can do to help defend?
Can Tom stumble in front of him while the bear's trying to hit him?
Yeah, if you spend a fate point, I guess you can do that. I'm not sure if it's really part of the rules, but screw it.
Okay, because I can use my other stunt due to Tom being oblivious if he stumbles in front of him.
Oh no, like not roll, you can just use a fate point to like give him a +2.
Oh. So the bear would have what?
The bear has 8 between And the fate point you spent and the fate point Alduin spent, that's 1 damage.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm cool with that. I'll spend a fate point. Alduin, that you die on me. You son of a bitch. You better live.
I mean, he wouldn't have died anyway.
See, we know that, but does the bear know that?
The bear's not the one spending fate points on keeping his party members alive.
Well,
Quote
the bear
unquote.
doesn't know that.
How close would I have been to death, though?
Not close.
You would have taken 3 damage instead of 1. So not much.
Yeah, 1/3 of the way there.
No, not just 1/3. He'd also need to take a bunch of consequences before he got there.
Yeah. 1/5 maybe? 1/7?
I don't know. Math. Anyway.
Somewhere around there.
So did you get yourself the 1 damage? Alduin?
We aren't using the chicken anymore, so where do I put the health?
Stress.
Yeah, in the stress column, go to your character sheet and there should be boxes labeled stress, so tick off the one with the 1 above it.
So we have 9 health.
6.
Yeah.
Just about.
6 health before you start taking disadvantages.
Your stress is basically kind of like your shield.
It's your HP.
Yeah. Once you get out of it, then you start just taking negatives until you're dead.
Or you give up.
Yeah. Does that kill you, or are you just gone from the scene?
Giving up is like the winner and the loser make a consensus on what happens. So unless the loser decides that they're okay with dying, then they'll probably be fine.
Oh yeah, like permanent stuff. Now I think about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I try and tackle the bear again?
Sure. Go ahead and roll forceful.
Die, mighty bear. Feel my might. Feel my pain.
How many times have you used the word might now?
A mighty amount.
He might have used it a bit more than he expected to.
He might have used it a might more than usual.
I might want to stop using might, though. It's a mighty problem I have.
Anyway, let's see. So are you going to... Wait, hasn't it been 3 turns?
Yes, actually, yes.
So then that's... you failed that roll.
Okay.
Unless you want to spend a fate point on it.
I'll spend a fate point to help him out.
How should I do that?
How many fate points do you have? Oh, right, 5.
How should I do that? The 3 turns thing. So I was thinking more like after everyone's gone is 1 turn. Shit, I don't know.
This was your idea for a stun. If you want to retool it, we can after the session.
Yeah, I probably we're gonna rechange it. Because we have like how many people in party? Like 5. So I'd be getting tired quick.
Anyway. So you're giving him a fate point. That'll bring it up to 5. So you would succeed this attack by 1.
Awesome.
So you tackle the bear, and your head bounces off of its rib cage. It seems to be mildly annoyed.
Hey, Alcar, can I end up using my tail blade to smack him back into the cave? Not using any magic with it, just smacking him with my tail blade.
I mean, hadn't you collapsed the cave by this point?
I'm talking about the rubble that's where the cave was, because sharp rocks, brittle bones, hopefully.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. Are you doing this flashily, or?
clicked a bit too high. I wasn't using the stunt this time.
Alright. That's a 4 for you. Right, so it fails that roll by 2, so are you going to add a fate point to it, or?
I am going to add a fate point to it.
Alright. Did you want to reduce your damage to get a boost, or?
I'm sorry, I just realized I had no idea what I was going to be using the fate point for. What am I using it for here?
Basically, you're using it to increase the level of your success. Deal
Okay.
more damage and possibly reduce damage to give yourself a boost.
I'll do less damage to.
Well, are you spending the fate point, or?
I just spent it.
Oh. Alright, so less damage for a boost.
Yep.
Alright. The bear seems incredibly pissed now. You've gotten through 2 sets of its stress boxes, 1 left.
It must fall. This bear cannot survive us.
It's been surviving you guys pretty fine so far.
Eventually, it will die. And some
I mean,
It won't be able to bear the pain.
It won't
it's
be able
got
to
a
bear
little-
these tons.
It barely has any health left.
It has a full set of health left.
If we can just cub it to death, it'll be finally dead.
Anyway, so it's its turn to attack. Right then. And again, since you've been the one doing the most damage, Alduin, it tries to bite you. Its head rears open and seems to detach from its body as it flies at you and chomps. What do you do?
I'm going to quickly dodge to the side.
Real quick. You're out of fate points, right?
Yep. Can I use my boost?
Yes, you can.
What would the boost give me?
+2.
It's pretty good.
Okay, I'll use the boost.
Alright. Still losing by 1. Did you want to use another boost?
I have 2.
Do you? Oh yeah, you do, because you dealt less damage for the thing.
Oh, yes, I will use 2 boosts then.
I would say don't waste it. Just let it. Use it
I
to
am
kill
not
the
going to take more damage. I already have a stress box ticked off. Also,
monster. Yeah,
I
but you should only be taking 1, right?
okay, I won't use the second boost then.
Alright. So then take 1 damage. Or you already used up. Which stress box did you use up?
Stress box number 1. Maybe we could just go to the attributes and abilities tab and then just put the health there.
Yeah, that probably works better.
Uh-huh. I like using stress. It's fun.
Hmm. So are we going with HP then, everyone?
Sure. I'm gonna stick the stress boxes myself, though.
Alright, I guess we can use either.
bear's turn probably done.
You didn't tick off your stress box, Alduin.
I unticked it because I thought we were going to be doing the attributes instead of the stress boxes.
Oh yeah, right.
What is the max HP?
6.
Yeah, it would be 6, ignoring consequences, which are their own thing. So yeah, 6.
So I have 2 health.
Yay.
Wait. You only taken 2 damage so far.
Didn't I take... Yeah, I have only taken 2 damage.
Yeah. So you have 4 health.
Yeah.
Math is fun.
Anyway. Now then. What do you guys do?
Since the bear probably can't move very well with its head gone, it's time to suplex it again. More
Do you have any other moves?
You know what?
Punch him
I'm
in the
gonna
face.
give the bear the people's elbow. It's gonna crash myself down onto it.
Alright. Roll forceful again. And don't forget about your -1.
-1.
Alright.
It's a very nice blobfish.
So, are you going to spend any fate points or anything, or...
I will invoke walking disaster again. Because I'm just throwing myself down on him.
Alright. So, you succeed by 1 and deal 1 damage.
Yeah. Gonna break him.
So, you send your elbow down, its head comes back to bite you, but it misses, and the head just comes back unattached, but you do manage to break a leg. The bear's leg.
Take that, bear. Feel my mighty vengeance.
It didn't sound like you said, take that bear. It sounded like you said, take that bear.
Well,
Take
either
that
one.
bear. Bring it
Take
back
the
to the
bear.
circus. We'll
Steal
make
it.
so much money.
We can ride it into the sunset.
Da 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 da.
Dun, 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 dun.
Anyway. So, and Alduin?
I am going to fly up in the air and I'm going to dive bomb and then spin around at the last moment so I can kick him in the top of the skull.
Roll flashy. It was going to be forceful until you added a fucking spin kick.
The kick was going to be like at the last moment I'll actually go and kick him for more force. Like,
Take
I
out
don't
the
think this is
spin.
going to go as well. I have a boost at least.
Yep.
If you don't beat him, don't use it.
If I do beat him, don't use it, you mean?
No, if you do beat him, use it. Just destroy his face.
I'm going to use it to beat him by 1. The boost, that is.
Alright. Takes another 1 damage. So you come flying down and kick him in the face. The head pops off for what seems like permanently now. And even though it was trying to swipe at you as you did that, it doesn't seem to have succeeded.
I just spun away under the arm and flapped back to where I was before.
It just goes into fucking slow motion as like the bear is swatting at you. And then you just slowly spin away.
Around.
Just pirouette away.
Cue the ballet music.
The ultimate ballerina. Combat ballerina.
The
Okay.
dancer of death.
Da,
Okay,
da,
so I
da.
am going to have to do it at one point where I'm using magic and everything to make shadows and everything so it looks like a ballet show, where at the end I spin around and slash someone's head off with the tail blade.
Yeah, good luck orchestrating that.
So I'll just sit here and
Careful
watch.
planning, fate points, and boost.
It's like an RPG. So
I
I'll
didn't
just
say
sit and
how,
watch
I
the
said good
attack.
luck. Anyway, so now it's the bear's turn again.
I imagine he won't be very happy with what just happened.
Yeah, it hasn't been happy since you visited it. So it rushes at you and starts swiping at its claws frantically, Alduin.
I'm gonna pull a Super Saiyan and I'm gonna match all of its claws with a punch. So I'm gonna use
You're
force.
going Super Saiyan.
If you're gonna be matching all of its attacks, wouldn't that be quick?
Just,
Hey, Jack, do you have a fate point to spare?
I don't think so. I think I do actually. Wait. Do I? No, I don't.
Ooh.
So I use it to attack him.
Can
I'm
I
sure you'll be
retcon
okay.
that?
Nope.
Just retreat and let me take out the damage.
It doesn't work like that.
Oh.
It's going after Alduin because you're the one who's been murdering it so hard.
To
2
be
damage.
Okay, to be fair, I would have already killed it if he hadn't had the Deus Ex reformation.
What do you mean?
That's bad.
It wasn't a Deus Ex reformation. I had explained the durability trait at the start of this.
I'm just saying my DPS there was high enough to crush it, but unfortunately it was better than that and could keep going.
That's awesome.
So basically you're saying, not fair, tax.
I never said it was unfair.
Oh, right, you said it was unbear.
These
It was
puns are
unbearable how close I was to winning.
Anyway,
Just barely, but not enough.
yep. So, Jax, you doing anything?
I'm gonna like take the bear right and hold it there, so it can't try and attack Alduin. Try and make it force its attention onto me.
So, are you dealing damage or are we creating an advantage?
Creating an advantage.
Alright, don't forget that you get -2 now. It's been 6 turns.
Yep. So I was gonna try and like create an obstacle, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's a 2.
Yeah. I need to rethink this trait. I really, really do. Let's stun. Damn you, stun.
Yep.
Damn you.
So it's your decision. Anyway, so it succeeds by 1.
I don't have any. Wait, do I have any boost? No, I don't think I do. Darn.
Don't you have the other holy water?
Bad idea.
So did you want to grapple him, but he gets the first advantage against this, or not grapple him?
I want to grapple him.
Okay, but he gets the first. He gets a free invocation.
Okay.
So you try to grab it, and then it looks at you dead in the eye, with its disembodied head from across the cave, somehow, and just grabs you.
Haha, foolish man. You've fallen into my trap.
holding like it's holding you in the air.
What a foolish bear. I could not see my plan coming. Now I can't hit Alduin. Haha.
And now I'm gonna come in to save the day. I'm gonna attack the
It's
bear.
his turn.
Oh.
Oh god.
Right then, Jax. Roll to defend. And he's gonna invoke it immediately, so that's +2, so that's a total of 7.
I am gonna forcefully defend. Try and ignore the damage. Okay.
So it's a tie.
Yep.
So it just slams you against the cave walls, or what's left of it, just slamming you against the ground, cactuses, its own face, just everything in the room, and you're just sitting there tanking it. Now it's
His
really
size
pissed.
and
It
jaws,
throws you. It's really pissed. It throws you to the side and looks at Alduin again.
No, fuck you, bear. Get back over here. Can't touch.
Okay, can I do? I'm gonna start front flipping, doing somersaults and everything, and at the end I'm going to do a double front flip and slash down with the tail blade.
All right, so that's a tail blade attack.
It's a
Yeah.
very nice roll.
Yeah, so it's a 2.
On the plus side, I have a +2. On the negative side, I very much
Beat
doubt
you
I'll.
by 2.
Yeah. So let's see the bear. Let's see. So you get a boost because of the failed attack. So that's something. So the bear just like somehow dodge rolls out of the way. Like it dislocates what seems to be all of its bones and then just replaces itself across the area. The barrier.
Teleporting bears. I knew it all along.
No, it's just a pile of bones. It disassembled itself and then reassembled itself somewhere else. Which I guess can be
Bear
considered
bone
teleportation.
Almost teleporting bear?
It was a skeleton bear NATO.
Mm-hmm.
That's too terrifying for words. Too evil for imagination.
Well, at least it's not a baboon army.
Did you say baboon army or baboon army?
Baboon army. A baboon tsunami.
Oh god. It's the world coming to.
I'm unfamiliar with that. I'm more familiar with Toonami, as in tuna. Tsunami.
Oh, I just want Toonami like the show.
Yeah, I was about to say, I thought Toonami was the thing where they showed JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and Black Clover.
Yep. And all those other kind of shows with the drills piercing the heavens and the police king pirate people. And the other animus.
Yeah. Anyway.
Where's all the bear anime at? That's what I want to know.
Have you looked for it?
No, I have not.
Then how do you know there isn't any?
It's a good question.
Anyway, so, let's see. Jax, what are you doing? Your turn.
I am gonna go grab the bear again. It is not getting away from me. It will talk to me. It was the last thing I do. It will become my friend. Or not.
So you're attacking it or creating an advantage?
Creating an advantage.
Alright. So that's -1.
There is bear anime about bears in coffee houses. Interesting.
Did you actually look this up or are you just making it up?
I
Because
just looked up bear anime. Shiro Kuma Cafe.
I'll look that up later.
It apparently exists.
I mean, of course it does.
It's got a sarcastic penguin.
I mean, of course it does.
Naturally. I mean, what animal have a sarcastic penguin, right? It's gotta be great. There's 50 episodes. What the fuck?
50 episodes? Okay, now I'm curious.
It had to be some great sarcastic penguins, man.
Anyway, let's see. So it succeeded by 6.
What the fuck? It's a lot. Does that give it something?
What do you mean?
It becomes
It's-
a skeleton bear god. It got the ultimate advantage.
Does it become the ultimate?
Well, let's see. So you're trying to grapple it again?
Yes. It will love me. It will. And it will do it now.
Let's see. So you're going to give him another free invocation?
Yep.
Right. You know, this really isn't helping anybody.
I know it's not. But if I can make it just not hit Alduin, he might kill it at some point.
Right.
If the luck wasn't horrible, it should have died again already.
Yep. Because
Let's
the bear will
see,
die
so-
me, and I won't kill the bear anytime soon.
So you get a sense of deja vu as you try to grab the bear, and it grabs you again.
Can I look happily into its eyes?
From across the room at the disembodied head.
Hey there, bear. Why don't we talk?
Hey, bear.
Let's just talk,
Right.
bear. You're a cool guy.
So it attempts to crush you.
Bring it on, bear. Bring it on. All right. I'm gonna force you to ignore it again.
Right, so that's a 5 plus 7.
I'm gonna ignore its crushing. Using my stunt again.
So it wins by 2 unless you're going to do something else.
What did it get?
It used 3 boosts for a total of plus 6. So 9.
Oh.
It had to use 3 boosts just to barely beat you.
So yeah, I'll take the 2 stress then, because I don't have any fate points to use.
Yeah.
And
So
now-
it crushes you like massively, and you just feel your wrist break.
Ow, Mr. Bear. It's very rude.
Bear, 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 bear.
But now I have 3 defense. So now what, Mr. Bear?
Well, it throws you away again after you survive again.
You may hurt my wrist, but you won't hurt my 1 friend who's helping me fight.
All right, Alduin.
I'm going to repeat what happened last time, but this time, hopefully, it won't end up with me face planting and then getting attacked. Or just avoiding it.
So you're gonna slash at him with the tail again.
Yes.
All right.
Before I'm going to be running around. I'll bounce off a tree, do a front flip, then spin around into a 180. I'll be spinning horizontally in the air, and I'll
Wait, you spin around into a 180?
360 into a 180 into a backflip.
and then I'm going to finish it off with a slice with my tail blade.
All right.
Just imagine like you laying on the ground, like sideways, and rolling into him. That's all I can think of now. And it is beautiful.
The log of death
The
instruction.
log of death.
So that's a total of 5 for you. Right. So It's out of resets and it's taken full damage now. How do you want to narrate the finisher?
I spin around. I start with a slash. I take off what remained of its skull, and then I end by jumping up in the air, flapping my wings to blast myself down, and I crush what remains, scattering all the bones.
It explodes into a pile of fine white powder, which you scoop up into a bag to take to the farmer as proof.
And when I landed, I did it in a superhero landing, causing the explosion of dust.
Of course.
I rolled flashy. What else was I supposed to say?
Alduin, what's your character's name again?
I mean, you could have landed on a handstand.
But that wouldn't have been quite as cool as the finisher.
What a double handstand.
It would have been acrobatic, but not quite as flashy.
Anyway.
Antioch, carry me. I'm too tired to walk.
Dad,
Dad, carry me.
but I don't want to go to the prom.
I just want to
Okay.
sit here.
Can I carefully use air magic and some water magic to put him in a see-through bubble that's going to be floating behind me?
Roll careful.
Don't you fuck this up.
What do you care? You've got +3 to defend.
I don't know.
I already clicked it.
We have yet to see. I don't see it yet.
Roll to 0.
Oh. Oh, you
And a 1. And a 0.
It is not.
Apparently, I'm rolling in binary.
Yeah.
Secret binary code for fuck you.
Okay, I'm just going to narrate this. I put you in the bubble, but instead of floating behind me, you just float up and away.
Yeah. You float up into the atmosphere, and then you come back to the farmer. And then Antioch comes back to the farmer. You hear a screaming as Tom re-enters the atmosphere and smashes down nearby. He comes by and says,
Stand up.
and then Tom just comes over. What do you say?
I'm gonna put my arm on Antioch's shoulder and says, "Yep, well, I'm back. It's a nice trip. Got to see a few planets. They were pretty cool. Pretty cool."
So the farmhand looks at you both, blinks a couple times, and says, well, thank you. I'll have the money arranged for the... let me go get it. And he goes back into his shed and just gets this big pile of money. I'm honestly impressed. I did not expect the two of you to be able to do something like this. What happened to your other dragon friend and the dinosaur guy? He looks over and sees Ren's dinosaur eating one of his cattle.
They're just part of logistics. We're the actual muscle here.
Yeah, they
well, looks like I got some business to attend to. It was nice knowing you. I'll see if I ever need help again.
If you ever need any help with farming, anything, you can call us, the Justice Squad.
Is that what you guys are going with?
That's what I'm going with.
If he's saying it, I'm just going to turn over to him and say, no, while shaking my head condescendingly.
I'm going to reaffirm it. Justice Squad.
Anyway,
I'm
so
correct him saying, actually, it'll be the Draconic Defenders.
I disagree. Justice Squad.
Okay, we have 2 dragons and draconic beings and a T-Rex in our group. Draconic Defenders.
Yeah, but you also have 2 robots and just some random dude who's unlucky.
And the robots aren't here right now.
Who's the one who's unlucky? Is that me?
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Also, someone who is very oblivious.
That's me, still.
So they're not that oblivious.
I'm
Anyway.
so obvious I don't die. That's literally my third stunt.
Anyway, so yeah, so you all get back to town, put your money away, all that stuff. This was
I'm
a fun
going to
session.
go okay, so I'm just gonna go and buy chocolate.
Of course you are.
And then I'm gonna do what I did last time. Sit down on the bed in the inn and slowly eat all the chocolate.
Well, rocking back and forth on like a rocking chair.
Rocking back and forth, rocking chair.
As your chocolate minstrel plays.
I will join
And
you
while
that
in
chocolate
the
eating trend.
background, there's just the soft theme song, Chocolate Rain.
Cho- God damn it.
Anyway, so I'll see you guys next time. Sorry this was such a kind of weird session.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I just expected more people to show up.
Me too.
I mean, they did, but then they didn't.
Yeah.
So,
See you guys.
Greg, or
We got something done really fast this time. This was actually really quick.
so we gonna get rid of Craig or what?
I mean, do you want to?
Just let him stay.
No, I mean like now that the session is over.
Maybe Craig just wants to stay.
Well, I mean, we can keep this gag going if you want.
I don't know.